All right, so next up we have something that is mobility but can be masked as strength training, but really mobility is flexibility and strength through full ranges of motion. So this is relevant. So most people have trouble with balance, and most people think that you should do bilateral things before unilateral things, but really it's the other way around. So that is something that may not apply specifically to you, but most people it does. So I know that you have trouble with balancing stuff. So staggered stance things is probably where you want to live for a little bit for mobility work. So staggered stance looks like this. I'll show you from the side and I'll show you from the front. By the way, you're going to need a kettlebell or a dumbbell for this. So it looks like you're just going to take a step forward, a small step, so not like too far. Take a little step forward. Notice how my hips are facing forward. I'm propped up onto my toes here, okay? My hips are facing forward. I'm not like this. I'm like this, all right? I'm going to hinge from my hips to pick up the kettlebell. Then, yeah, there you go. So you're going to hold the kettlebell on your right side. From here, you're going to hinge from the hips and push the left hip back. So you're going to take your femur and pull it back towards that back wall, all right? Because there's a common tendency to do this. See how I opened my right hip? That's not what you want. So hips face forward. Pull the left hip back as you hinge from the hips and reach the right kettlebell or the kettlebell in your right hand down to the outside of your left foot. Notice how I'm rotating and I'm pulling my left hip back. I'm also holding my left butt cheek so I can feel it all. From here, I'm going to drive through my front foot to lift. See how I kind of wobble there? That's because I'm talking and I'm distracting myself. All right, let's do it. Hinge, pull the left hip back. Bend both knees, but bend the back one more. Much better on my part. Hinge, 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 and rotate, and tap, and rise. I'll show you from the front with the other side. So, step forward, prop up onto the toes. Find your big toe on your left side from here. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Yes, I am. So, take a step forward with your right foot. Right foot, prop up onto your left toes. From here, pull the right hip back, 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 rotate, tap, rise. Left arm is totally straight. Okay? For the person this video is made for, you definitely want to use something heavier. Maybe something that's like 30, 40, 50 pounds. You don't want to use a 10-pound kettlebell for that. For someone else, you may want to use something lighter, okay? Because if you use something really, really light, this is not going to have the effect that I want it to. So we really want to load it heavily while also challenging mobility and deepening it. All right, so don't worry about where you're supposed to feel. The position puts you where the ideal feelings are going to occur. All right, so hopefully you saw my whole body and not just like the lower half of me. My tripod broke, so now I'm situating my phone on my, what is that called? Chair. Desk chair, that's the one. Hope you get a kick out of this video. Okay, bye.